Qatar and Global Update, 17th March. Mila has to bolster its shipping channeling services. Mila has effectively managed liquidity and continued to invest in future growth opportunities as it seeks to strengthen its ship channeling services, thus helping vessels operating or calling ports in Qatar to lower the operational costs. Free-falling Lebanon currency hits new low. Lebanon's currency hit a new low against the dollar on the black market yesterday, continuing its free fall in a country gripped by political deadlock and an economic crisis. The latest plunge means the Lebanese pound has lost almost 90% of its value on the informal market in just 18 months. Firms in Turkey to boost exports to Qatar, says Turkish Export Group. Companies in Turkey are exploring the other means to increase the variety of its exports products to Qatar, and officials of the Turkish Exporters Assembly has said. Qatar shares inch near 10,300 level on buying interest. Qatar Stock Exchange on Tuesday witnessed incessant gyrations mainly on sustained increased buying interest of foreign and domestic funds, leading its key barometer near the 10,300 levels. Capital Intelligence says Qatar banks tighter liquidity ratios. The well-capitalized Qatari banking system as a whole exhibits somewhat tighter liquidity ratios than in other markets, according to Capital Intelligence, a global credit rating agencies. Qatar's education systems remain high and at par with the developed nations. The quality of education system in Qatar remains high and at par with the developed nations, researchers Alpen Capital has said in a report. Milaha AMG OK's distribution of dividend 0.3 per share. Milaha Annual General Assembly meeting held on Tuesday saw its shareholders approving the distribution of dividend 0.3 per share. GCC banks to see slow recovery, S&P. Saudi and Qatar banking sectors will be less impacted than those in the UAE, Oman, Bahrain, while Kuwait, the story will depend on the evolution of fiscal impasse, said Mohammed Damak, a senior director in the financial services at S&P. So, GCC banks to see slow recovery will enable blind to experience World Cup in new ways. Binocle, launched in 2015 to encourage entrepreneurs and innovators from across the region to play their part in supporting Qatar to deliver the first FIFA World Cup in the Middle East and Arab world. Challenge 22 has played a key role in supporting new business. Will enable to experience World Cup in new ways. Launched in 2015. Now we have to look at it. QSC jumps 53 points. Building long-term security through strategic partnership, human development research. Qatar Chamber participates in Millipol exhibition. Qatar Chamber is participating activities in the Millipol Qatar 2021 exhibition, which was inaugurated at Doha Exhibition and Convention Center yesterday with the participation of 143 local and international exhibition centers. Al Faisal Holdings expands new sectors. Sheikh Faisal, chairman of Al Faisal Holdings, said the Faisal Holding Company diversified business model across 8 clusters will continue to contribute to the Qatar's diversification efforts. Isdan Holding Group net profit rises to 347.94 million. That's interesting. Globally, Bank of Japan seeks only tweaks to stay aligned with the Fed, ECB. The Bank of Japan policy review to shore up stimulus for the longer term is set to land this week, rising bond yields costs again amongst central bankers around the world. Deutsche Bank ride SPAC boom to make comeback in IPO world. The craze on blank check listing in helping Deutsche Bank AG makes a comeback in the IPO world. Deutsche Bank, which cuts its equities team in 2019, has resigned league tables over the past few quarters and now ranked 10th globally among the advisors on initial public offerings. Volkswagen looks to electric vehicle cost cuts for profit recovery. UK's NatWest Banks faces money laundering charges. Britain's financial regulator has started a criminal action against NatWest over allocations, it failed to detect suspicious activity where customer deposited nearly £400 million, $553 million over 5 years, mostly in cash. Cold weather chills US retail sales February. US retail sales fell more than expected in February amid bitterly cold weather. Hawaii is set to train 10,000 ICT professionals in Qatar, says Vice President. Cybersecurity privacy protection to accelerate new social business value creation. New social and business value can be accelerated across the Middle East this year through a more secure digital ecosystems, experts at Hawaii have made during the week Minopol Qatar Summit. Electric ambitions drive Volkswagen market value towards $150 billion. China industrial output, retail sales surge in bounce back. Ford partners with UM on robotics research new building. Airlines close to launch travel pass. Around 80 to 90 countries could offer a digital passport scheme. That's interesting, isn't it? A digital passport schemes being launched by an aviation industry grouping along with the airlines to spread up air travel, and the travel pass initiatives will allow the passengers to have a digital passport and varied with all their pre-travel test or vaccination details to meet the requirements at the end of the destinations. They will also be able to share the test and vacation certificate with authorities and airlines to facilitate smoother processing at airports. Hong Kong jobless rate 7.2% higher since 2004, and that's the global news, and we keep updating on a daily basis global and Qatar news.